Hi, it's Angela. I'm back again to talk about Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. First, want to say that I am humbled by the the response and the love that I received from people I've known for a long time and people that I don't know. And I got a lot of comments, saying that I was brave to share my story. And I just want to tell you that I don't feel brave. I feel like I waited so long because I was embarrassed of how I looked sometimes when I would puff up, like I gained like 40 pounds overnight, or when my eyes were just like, and I like to do this a lot to my best friend because sometimes I wake up and that's what I actually look like. Also, I apologize for my ADHD because I blurt a lot now. I have no control over it. I'm trying to learn. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for all of the encouragement and the well wishes. And I know that I'm on the right track. And I'm definitely going to keep sharing because this road to the diagnosis was hell. Hell. And I definitely want to make it easier for other people. So thank you so much for your caring and understanding and praise. My biggest desire is to make sure that anybody that is going through something they can't explain, but they know that it's wrong, and everybody's told them that they're just crazy and there's nothing wrong. Um, don't stop. Just keep going. Um, and please don't stop giving me love because I love it. Today I wanted to talk about dysautonomia. If you know the word, you may automatically go to POTS. Well, POTS is just one piece of dysautonomia. I don't have POTS. Well, I kind of do, but not really. Like, it's POTS is fucking horrible. Okay. And it ruins people's lives. It just devastates their lives. Um, I don't have that to that degree. I have a little bit, but it's wrapped around other things. So, I would never take away from the people that are literally suffering every day with that. But I want to explain that there's so much more to dysautonomia. It's just a normal part of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, whether it's hypermobile or anything else. My hypermobile is a connective tissue disorder, and basically every cell in my body was not properly formed, and it does not work properly with everything else. It's manageable, but you need the knowledge for it to be manageable because once it gets exasperated, or my road to hell was through COVID. After COVID, I woke up a different person. I felt stupid, like really stupid. I couldn't think of words. Nothing worked. Everything felt overwhelming, and I wanted to crawl into a hole and die. And I mean that. It sucked. But I didn't. And I also want to point out that even though I do have Ehlers-Danlos and I have a million stupid diagnoses that go with it, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm breathing. It's it's been so wonderful to gain all this knowledge and learn it. I feel like I could go to medical school now, but I didn't stay at a Quality Inn last night. Or wait, it was a Holiday Inn? I don't know. Anyway, Comfort It. I don't know. Anyway, ADHD, dysautonomia. Let's go there. So it's not just POTS. For me, the first inkling of dysautonomia was gut dysmotility and gastroparesis. And what that is where your stomach doesn't work. Like dysautonomia, it's where your autonomic system doesn't work. And so, like your breathing, your blinking, your heartbeat, your blood pressure, when your eyes tear up, just to keep your eyes from being dry. It's everything that you don't think about that your body does, and it doesn't need your permission to do it. That's your autonomic system. So the first failure for me was gut dysmotility. I just remember talking to my friend Matt. I was like, oh my gosh, I just burped and it tasted like an egg, and I haven't eaten eggs in 3 days. And he was like, that's weird. And then we both kind of like moved on with our lives. And it started happening more and more. And I was always getting sick. Like I couldn't go to the bathroom for days. And then for the next 15 days, I would be really sick. And I mean, I'm not going to get graphic on you, but it was weird. I went through every really uncomfortable exam you could imagine, colonoscopies, pinkies in your butthole. Like, it's just not, and nobody could come up with anything. They're like, oh, you're fine. There's nothing wrong. And then I would take a test the next day and, oh, yeah, there is something wrong. But then I would go back and, nope, nope, it's fine. It's fine. Well, here, take this Zantac, take this Pepsid. Well, fast forward, suddenly I'm not just not going, my body stops completely processing food. So you get violently ill because you are actually creating, food poisoning. You have rotting food in your body. And I mean, you get sick. Get food poisoning, you get sick. Here we go. Back to the I don't remember, ortho asshole surgeon anus. I don't remember the name. I'm sorry. I have like 19 specialists, and sometimes I just get confused. I just think about how uncomfortable it was being told to bear down while sitting like this over a chair, with my butt in the air and a pinky in my butt, and being told to bear down. And I'm like, nope, can't do it. Nope, just can't. I was afraid I was gonna fart. It really was. It was horrible. And what happens when we do that? Oh yeah, we clench up and we're like, ew, no, it's not happening. But anyway, I digressed. Uh, so that's how it started, the dysautonomia. And then I started noticing other weird things, like my heart was racing for no reason. Like I would be sitting at rest, just watching TV or reading a book, and suddenly it was like so loud and pounding and pounding and pounding and pounding. And I thought I was going to have a heart attack. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And my first test came back, yeah, I had a lot of PVCs and sinus tachycardia. So my heart would race for no reason. A year later, I went back, had another test, and oh, my sinus tachycardia is kind of there, but now I'm skipping beats. And actually felt better. So I thought that was weird. But what really clinched it for me, what really made me start looking into what the heck was going on, like as far as dysautonomia, is about a year ago. I have chickens, turkeys, and ducks, and all my chickens are just screaming, quack, quack, everyone's going off. So I get out there, and my dog follows me. He comes out, and there's a huge possum, so he attacks it. Well, I love possums. They're so good for the environment. But for the most part, they're very docile. And of course, they just, go limp. This possum was terrified. And I'm stupid. Uh, I'm like oh, I'll save you. So I got bit. And then I had to go get rabies shots. Not fun, by the way. Don't get stay away from animals like that. What caught me off guard was after my first round of shots, my first initial thing, I got home and I noticed a big like red thing on my paperwork. And it was my body temperature. My body temperature was 94 degrees. And I was like, that's really weird because I don't remember being cold. So I bought a Fitbit to track my body temperature. And then I realized that my normal body temperature had changed from 98.7 to 95, 96. So I am always, my body temperature is low all the time. And again, dysautonomia, my body's not keeping a good temperature. Every now and then, especially now that I'm in menopause, I'll have a horrible hot flash and I will sweat. My entire body will turn red. And I'm at 97 degrees. So imagine trying to go to the doctor or the ER or urgent care and say, hey, there's something wrong with me. I'm sick. I have a fever. And they say, yeah, you don't. You're at 97 degrees. And I'm like, but you don't understand. And you have to fight with them, like literally, and pull out your stupid I carry all this stuff now. I have a log for everything: blood pressure, heartbeat, body temperature, everything, and pull it out and show them, and then go through like my chart and be like, "Hey, here, do you see this? I am there's something wrong." It's kind of a nightmare, but if you're prepared, they can't not listen. Anyways, that's just another thing. So my body temperature is low all the time, which causes nothing for me. Sometimes I'm freezing. Like tonight, I'm very, very cold. So I have this amazing, like super fluffy, down to the floor, fluffy, glow in the dark thing that I got from Amazon, and I love it. I love it so much. It's so comfy. Um, and I would never have been caught dead in one of these a few years ago, but or scrunchy. But here I am, reliving the '90s happily. But Gen X, woo. Uh, ADHD. So that was the second thing, my body temperature. And then suddenly I couldn't see. Like my eyes were black, like actually black. It was black all here, up here. I looked like I was in a fight or had really bad makeup that I never cleaned off. And I went to the ophthalmologist and he told me I had dirty eyelids. I'm not kidding. He's like, this is right after COVID. He's like, oh, well, you have blepharitis. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Well, it's an infection in your eyelids. I'm like, okay, well, how do you get it? Well, basically, it's not clean. I'm like, I'm clean. I I'm clean. I wash my face all the time. I so long story short, never went back to that ass because he made me feel like I said this didn't happen until COVID. And I had a photographic log of every day when it got worse because it hurts. So, of course, dirty eyelids use this eyelid scrub. Okay. Well, that didn't help. So I decided to go to U of M because, they want to know and they push until they have an answer. They don't just throw out some cookie cutter answer from the physician's desk reference. Like they do their work, and that's the closest hospital for me. That's that good. So I go there and I get sent to the Kellogg Eye Center, and he's like, "Oh, you have holes in your corneas." I'm like, what the heck is that? It's a specific punctate keratitis. And he's like, but for you, it's really bad because your eyes dry in less than a second. I'm like, I don't understand. Well, your eyes they're never moisturized. You're not tearing. I'm like, I cry all the time. He's like, no, you're not tearing. Your eyes are not working and they are not tearing. So your eyes are very stressed. They're very strenuous. They're overworked basically because I can't keep them wet. So I get this really ridiculously expensive prescription. And 6 months later, it's not enough. So I get another really ridiculous expensive prescription and sent to the neuro ophthalmologist. Because again, I'm thinking everything came from COVID because COVID was it was the amplifier for everything. Long story short, I have two medicated eye drops and I have to constantly use like preservative free tears. So that's the third autodysnomia. And then we get to my blood pressure, where sometimes it was explained to me that our veins are like straws and they're only there to carry blood. They don't really do a whole lot, but your body around it will constrict them. Well, mine doesn't. So sometimes it just pools and I look like I died. Like it'll start with red or purple or blue, which no problem. I can handle that. When you go gray and white, and you look like a corpse in your extremities and sometimes your face, it's very scary. So it's called Raynaud's uh, phenomenon or Raynaud's syndrome or Raynaud's disease. And they treat that with several different things. I tried nitro. Nitro made me pass out. So I had to stop taking that. Anyway, I'm getting too far ahead, but I want to wrap this up in like 30 seconds. So that was number four. Yeah, and again, just part of dysautonomia. And again, there are a million connective tissue diseases, and there are a million reasons to get Raynaud's and dysautonomia. But this, for me, is from Ehlers Danlos. So thank you so much for your love and for watching and bearing with me, because I have so much more to share and I want to hear your stories too. Have a great night.